Don't look now, it's a yellow lab bite. Alright guys, don't ask me why, that just cracked me up. Hey, I don't know why my two female labs started arguing today. The male came out and broke it up, so that's a good thing. But anyways, just video here. I just want to show you guys this deformed mouth on this African leaf fish. I saw a video another person had up talking about a deformed Oscar with a real snubby nose, and it was a deformity. And this also has a birth defect. It's had it ever since I got it. Did quite a bit of research and could only find a couple things. They said it could be a genetic flaw, much like humans sometimes will have a cleft palate or something along that lines. Also heard that it can be something that comes about when they're very young, if they have real bad water conditions. So if this was bred somewhere and the water conditions were real bad, then that could be a problem. But this fish is, I don't know, 3.5 inches, maybe a little bit more. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl or what, but you can see he or she is hunting some bloodworms I threw here in there a little bit ago. And as you can see by that, it eats just fine. So for some reason that whole right side, its right side, or left as we look at it, it's almost like it's paralyzed. The gill is deformed too. It sticks out further on the fish's right gill than it does on the left. But it doesn't seem to affect it at all. It's a beautiful fish. There's another leaf fish right in front, and if you notice, I don't know why the coloring is different, if it's a subdominant coloration, or if it's going to be a different style. I actually have two of them that are very dark and two of them that are light like that. But it is a very healthy fish, healthy, happy, and is going to live a long life in this this tank. You can see that big ball of frozen bloodworms that I put in there. And there again, you can see she eats just fine. Here's the whole crew come out. As you notice, the two on the left are much lighter. But I think the one with the deformed mouth is by far going to be the lightest. So it'll be interesting as they get full grown to see. I have no clue. They say you can't sex these things unless they breed, and I don't know that I've ever heard of anybody breeding them before in captivity. I guess I'll have to do a little research onto that, but right now I'm just letting them grow out. They have this tank to themselves, and I actually just put in a new top, and I'm getting a new light for this. This is one of those cheap tanks. Let me show you what I did for it here. Being a budget guy, I bought this aquarium. It's a kind of all-in-one thing, 55-gallon, for like, I don't know, it's like $149 or something like that for everything. It had a cheap filter and cheap heater and everything with it. But anyways, I didn't like it. So I went out and I got a couple of glass canopy tops, and I'm going to replace this lid with these and then put on a eventually here in about another week I'm going to put a LED light on there, 48-inch LED light. In the meantime, I do have a spare light that I got for free with another aquarium. So this is a 48-inch fluorescent. It's an old light too. That's a T12 big bulb inside that thing. So nothing wrong with it. It's actually a grow light that's in it, and but it's old technology. So what I did was went ahead and took and changed this lid. Now you can change these to glass lids, keeping in mind that if this is a load-bearing center support, you cannot do this. But this is not, and you can tell because when you touch it, there's no stress on it. It flexes quite easily, the center support right in the middle there. So basically, you may even have to take and take a little knife or a saw or something and even trim a little bit off that to get your glass lids to sit flat. But it is possible, and they will sit there just perfectly fine. So this light is temporary. Again, I'll be getting an LED next week when I have time to run and get one. And finally, this is my Tiger Oscar Nemo. Just wanted to show you. You know what? Fish are like dogs. He loves when I come down and pay attention to him, whether I'm just sitting by his tank watching him or whether I'm doing this, put my hand in there and hand feed him. But I'll tell you what, it's funny. I've done this 1,000 times, but no matter what, you still freak out a little bit when he comes up to get a piece of something from you and he pops at you. It just scares you. You never know. Hey, you guys, thanks so much for watching. If you would like me to subscribe to your channel, please leave a request down in the comment section. I'll be happy to do so. Hope you subscribe to mine. Take care, all.